evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Mitchell Ringos. It's been 1 month since Thunder Bay Mayor Ken Boshkoff first floated the idea of freezing all non-mandated municipal hiring for the rest of the year. But despite the mayor's public statements, a motion has yet to make it to a city council meeting. Lee Noonan spoke with the mayor this morning and has more.
Facing the prospect of a 6% tax levy increase in 2024, Thunder Bay Mayor Ken Boshkoff made a public statement on August 8th suggesting a 2023 hiring freeze as a way to keep that number down. The mayor said at the time he would bring the proposal to council's next meeting and then to the one after that. When asked, the mayor initially said the matter was before the clerk, but Boshkoff has since backtracked, admitting he has not yet filed a motion, citing staffing resources and other priorities for the delay.
It's summertime, so I'm not pressuring anyone to, and we do have heavy agendas these days, and so it will come in due course.
The mayor was initially proposing a hold on filling any vacancies for the remainder of 2023 and to delay hiring for any new positions until next year. At the time, Boshkoff said a freeze would apply to all positions except where minimum staffing levels are required, but his stance has now somewhat softened.
This isn't meant to impose any kind of hard and fast rule. It's only meant that when there are vacancies that we really have to be quite studious about seeing if things could be done differently.
City Manager Norm Gale has responded to the idea of a hiring freeze, saying administration already reviews all hiring decisions very carefully.
I am aware of that response. To me, you know, trying to find any savings seems to be a really difficult task.
Boshkoff says the idea of a freeze has been suggested to him by members of the public and city staff, and he wants to make it clear that he takes those suggestions very seriously. He says the motion will be coming to council, quote, at some point in some form, but he's not committing to any particular timeline. Lee Noonan, TBT News.
With the new school year underway and the football season ramping up, students and teams will have a new surface to play on, as Fort William Stadium has undergone a $4 million makeover that spanned the course of the summer. TBT's Josh Morano reports.
Fort William Stadium is just about ready to go as construction is nearly finished on the rehabilitation project that's been going on over the summer. The $4.1 to $4.5 million project gives the stadium updated turf for the first time since 2010, a brand new state-of-the-art scoreboard, and a 400-meter track surrounding it. While the turf itself is very impressive with the lines and numbers hand-stitched on, Supervisor for Capital Facilities Construction, Kelvin Jankowski, says he is most impressed with the updated technology the field has added.
The new scoreboard will feature play-by-play action. There's an LED screen to both produce advertisements and show video of the game. There's 3 or 4 cameras placed around the stadium that will pick up live action shots. And there will also be new fiber connectivity into the stadium, so there will be able to do live streaming for certain events.
While the field is set to go, the track surrounding it may not look like it. However, Jankowski says the 400-meter running surface is nearly ready with the core patch and base coat being installed now. It is still blocked off to the public, but Jankowski says the track will be completely operational for any upcoming events.
Yes, the track can be used with the first coat. If we put lines down, it can be used like a normal track, and then we would have to put the second coat down and reline it.
We're going to do everything we can to make sure that we can get a full month's worth of work done here. Hence why we have the barricades up right now. This will be an open construction site while still being used by the user groups. So we have a safety plan in place for ensuring the public safety and keeping them to certain areas.
The stage is set and the field is ready for its first taste of action Saturday with some minor league games before the big lights get tested in a Friday night senior high school clash between Westgate and Hammersholt. Josh Morano, TBT News.
City Council is being asked to award a contract on Monday to buy 8 new waste collection vehicles. It's about a $5 million purchase, but it's still unclear when the new automated vehicles will arrive. In 2021, the city ordered 2 new model garbage trucks to replace 2 aging vehicles in the city fleet, but waste and recycling manager Jason Sherban says they still haven't arrived due to supply chain issues in that sector. The city is now ready to purchase 8 waste collection vehicles from a Winnipeg firm. They'd be side-loading vehicles similar to this one with mechanical arms to lift the bins, with the ability to take both regular garbage and green bins filled with organic waste. The province has mandated organic waste collection by 2025, and Sherban says he's optimistic the new vehicles will be here in time for the green bin rollout in less than 2 years' time. Scriber OPP have laid stunt driving charges against an 80-year-old from BC. The Port Coquitlam man was caught driving about 170 kilometers an hour on Highway 17 near Rossport. That's nearly double the 90 speed limit. It happened around 8 o'clock Tuesday evening. The vehicle has been impounded for 2 weeks, and the accused has had his license suspended for 30 days. He'll appear in court in Scriber at a later date. Firefighters from across the province are learning a critical skill: how to free people from vehicles. The Ontario Fire College, through FireCon, is running courses in Thunder Bay this week, showing the first responders how to use the jaws of life. Carl Langdon has that story.
Ontario Fire College's auto extrication course sold out quickly. 19 firefighters from across the province jumped on the chance to train with experienced instructors in this highly specialized skill set. Houston Welsh, a Thunder Bay Fire Rescue training officer, spoke to why the opportunity to train with firefighters from rural departments is so valuable.
A lot of people from the more rural departments actually have a pretty solid expertise in auto extrication because they're working the highways, they're seeing very significant crashes, and they're able to specialize in that, so I'm picking up a lot. What we've learned here using the OFC curriculum and bring that back to our department and do everything from training to certifying.
OFC instructor Nathan Murray explained more about the course itself.
This will take us all the way up to technician level. So today we're working on the operations level with the vehicles on their wheels. Tomorrow we're going to be building through progressive training, and we'll be working up to vehicles on their roof, on their side, and in multiple different hazards.
Assistant Deputy Fire Marshal Jeff Van Rybrook had this to say about why the course is such an important offering.
The importance of this is making sure that we have a standardized training that is offered, in all parts of the province, in all areas, so that firefighters are well trained and well protected, so that they can safely do the job they need to do in a moment's notice.
The OFC hosted the event on property owned by local business Gary's Towing, who also provided the Ontario Fire College with wrecked vehicles to enable those training opportunities. Atikokan's Fire Chief Graham Warburton, who's also an instructor with the Ontario Fire College, says he's proud to be teaching the course, and mentioned why auto extrication skills are so critical to his department.
Oh, this is absolutely critical to what we do in Atikokan. We cover over 450 kilometers of highway. Yeah, I'm proud to be here. I've been coming to FireCon for 23 years. It is a great training event. It's a flagship training event for the Northwest. We have departments from all over, including Atikokan. A number of our local firefighters are here right now training for search and rescue, some in the vehicle extrication, and I'm proud to be involved in the teaching.
FireCon's auto extrication course will be continuing until Sunday. Carl Langdon, TBT News.
Avid golfers and Good Samaritans teed off today at Strathcona Golf Course for the 19th annual Mayor's Mulligan Charity Golf Tournament. Woo! Mayor Ken Boshkoff kicked things off with a ceremonial soccer ball drive. It's a major fundraising event for local charity Pro Kids, which helps children access recreational programs they wouldn't otherwise be able to afford. Pro Kids coordinator Laura Danielli announced the sold-out event raised over $27,000, which represents more than 10% of the organization's annual budget.
I think people come because, I don't know, we always have good weather. I don't know what it is about this weekend, but I'm going to just cross my fingers. And it's just, it's a time for camaraderie. We get a lot of the same people back, but then we get some new people, and just the fun and laid back kind of relaxed atmosphere of it.
Because of the need for organizations like Pro Kids, it makes this kind of tournament even more important. So to see it sold out and to see the community support is really invigorating for me, because as we try to solve these issues and address them,
The mayor also joked that his soccer ball drive may bode well for some other soccer-related projects that he hopes will go far. And after the break, we'll be joined by sports anchor Mike Lang. We'll have all the details about everything happening in the sports world today.